It's officially the first day of summer, but we have already seen a busy and early start to wildfire season. Tonight, we're talking about how to protect your home. And it's going to start to feel like summer as we head towards the weekend. KAPP Stacey Lee has a look at just how warm things are going to get coming up in your First Alert forecast. Plus, you've probably noticed those uncomfortable prices at the pump. Well, as Washington becomes the most expensive place to fill up, we are talking about some of the ways to lower your other bills this summer.
Now, KVEW local news at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. A special session of the Washington State Senate legislature resulted in a law that keeps drug possession illegal in the Evergreen State. That takes effect on July 1st. But many cities created their own rules while they were waiting for state lawmakers to act. KVEW's Emily Goodell talked to Yakima police about what happens when someone is caught with illegal drugs.
Before, the first 2 times a police officer found someone in possession of drugs, they'd give them a recommendation to go seek services and walk away. It was only on the 3rd time that the officer would be able to arrest someone, but only for a misdemeanor and not a felony. In this case, it's still a misdemeanor and not a felony, but they'll be able to arrest someone on the first contact. However, police say this doesn't mean that person will end up in jail, because they'll get the option to do diversionary programs like drug court or mental health court.
The city last night adopted a municipal code so that those could be enforced in our own courts. So you may see that now. If we were to get somebody with narcotics, they would be charged in our city court and go to our city jail.
The chief says they're not planning to do any type of emphasis to go out looking for people violating the law when it comes to drugs, but now if they're out on another call and they see someone with illegal drugs in their possession, they can finally do something about it. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP Local News.
Thanks, Emily. We've seen it for a few weeks now. Wildfire season is well underway, earlier than many fire crews expected. In Benton County just last week, a shed and a boat were destroyed by wildfires. And if you live anywhere near this flammable sagebrush, you may be wondering if your home is ready for a potential wildfire to blaze through the area. Many evacuation orders were put in place during last week's wildland fires. And according to Benton County Fire District 1, to protect your home, you need to create defensible space around your property. Remove anything that can burn from directly around a structure. Keep the grass green and trimmed to a maximum of 4 inches. And make sure you clean out your gutters and roofs. Not only were structures threatened by these fires last week, but officials with Benton County Fire District 1 say local agriculture was also affected.
And there was some agricultural loss in those fires. And so in addition to protecting homes, we also recognize that we got to protect the livelihood of our agricultural community. And so we're not just looking to protect houses and those structures that are so important, but also to protect the agriculture that's out there as well.
Wildfire danger is also high with the 4th of July coming up. Officials say you should expect that you're going to start a fire if you are playing with fireworks. It means to have a hose handy, a bucket of water to soak the fireworks after you're done with them, and make sure somebody has a phone nearby so that you can call 911 as quickly as possible if things go wrong. Now let's talk about your weather on this first day of summer. Stacey Lee has the best assignment in the building outside with your KAPP First Alert forecast.
Yes, Alyssa, gorgeous day and happy first day of summer. Why stay inside and do the weather when you can be out on this gorgeous afternoon? Beautiful, perfect weather and lots of folks out enjoying Columbia Park. The splash pad is busy, so is the Playground of Dreams. I even saw some folks out running some RC boats on the fishing pond. So again, gorgeous day. I'm just going to give you a little tease of what's to come. Let's take a look at those temperatures outside right now. Absolutely gorgeous out there. Most of us sitting in the 70s. And again, we've got a great day ahead of us. Now, looking ahead, 24 hours ago, we were wearing jackets. We were freezing. Huge temperature change, anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees warmer today than we were yesterday. Let's get to our headlines and what's coming up the next couple of days. Of course, summer has arrived. Do get outside this evening and enjoy. Get ready. We have a pretty dry weekend ahead. That warming trend also headed our way. We're going to see high temperatures over the next couple of days in the 80s and going into the 90s with those overnight lows in the 50s and 60s. Having a great time and enjoying this beautiful sunny afternoon. Stacey Lee live at Columbia Park for KAPP. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Now, as state legislatures across the country are battling over laws regulating what kind of health care procedures that transgender children and teens can get, a federal judge has now overturned the very first state law that would have banned gender-affirming care for people under 18. ABC's Andrea Fujii has a look at what that means for other states.
An Arkansas judge has struck down the country's first ban on gender-affirming care for children, saying it's unconstitutional.
I feel like the whole world can just take a big, deep sigh and relax just a little bit easier.
The Arkansas law would have prevented doctors from providing gender-affirming hormone treatment or surgery to anyone under 18. Supporters of the ban argued it would protect children's bodies and safeguard medical ethics, but transgender youth spoke out.
I would say with 100% certainty that if I hadn't had this care, I probably would not be here today, or at least in such a good, stable mental state.
A federal judge yesterday ruled the Arkansas ban violates the due process and equal protection rights of transgender youth and families, and argued it also violates the First Amendment rights of medical providers, saying the evidence showed that the prohibited medical care improves the mental health and well-being of patients, and that by prohibiting it, the state undermined the interests it claims to be advancing. At least 17 other states have similar laws. Nearly all have been challenged in court. This new ruling may now set a precedent nationwide.
I hope other states that try to pass bans like this recognize that and maybe take a step back. His ruling is pretty clear.
The ban was also criticized by medical groups and the ACLU, which responded to the ruling, saying fear-mongering and misinformation about this health care do not hold up to scrutiny. Arkansas's Attorney General plans to appeal. Meanwhile, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders has already signed a bill making it easier to sue doctors who provide gender-affirming care for children. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Well, this weekend marks 1 year since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, removing the guarantee of access to abortion and leaving that issue up to states to decide. Since then, more than a dozen states have banned abortions entirely. Others have placed strict limits. Today, a group of Senate Democrats, including Washington Senator Patty Murray, announced they're planning to propose new federal laws protecting abortion access.
Every day, women across our country are confronting a dystopian reality. One where Republican politicians have the final say in their health care decisions. Women are forced to stay pregnant against their will, even when their health and lives are at risk.
Now, the senators are making these proposals under a procedure called unanimous consent. That means just one no vote would be enough to block the proposals. Meanwhile, one Republican lawmaker says he's looking at a national law that would limit abortion access.
I will introduce legislation soon, creating a national minimum standard of 15 weeks. 47 of 50 European nations limit abortion on demand from 12 to 15 weeks. So I think as a nation, I want to be in line with Europe, not North Korea and Iran and China, who allow abortion on demand up to the moment of birth.
Now, Senator Graham has not said exactly when he plans to introduce this bill. Today, the FTC filed a lawsuit against Amazon, accusing them of enrolling people in Prime membership without informed consent and then deliberately making it difficult to cancel. The FTC says Amazon used designs that they call dark patterns, like making it difficult to buy something on the site without subscribing to Prime, or giving customers a button to complete their purchase that would also automatically sign them up for a Prime subscription. Amazon issued a statement in response saying the FTC announced the lawsuit while they were in the midst of discussions and saying that they did not get any prior notice of that action. Cocoa prices are already soaring and they're expected to go even higher. So far this year, cocoa futures have risen about 21%, and officials say that's due to the supply not keeping up with demand. Industry experts say the deficit is due to crop disease and heavy rains that have hampered the harvest. Another reason is the forecast of the upcoming El Nino that Stacey's been telling us about. It usually brings warmer global temperatures, and those are poor conditions for growing cocoa. And here in Washington, drivers are now paying more for gas than anyone else in the nation on average. That's according to AAA. They're reporting the statewide average is $4.93 per gallon for regular, which is higher than California, even higher than Hawaii. We're still paying about $1.60 less than we were at this time last year, but remember, last June, the United States set records for the highest average gas prices ever. Typically in June, AAA reports average prices nationwide are in the $2 to $3 per gallon range. And with gas prices staying high so far this year, a lot of people will be looking for other places to save money. Jen Sullivan has a look at some of the ways to keep your utility bills down as the summer temperatures heat up.
And then here, it goes up to $200.
Bracing for a hot summer with high utility bills as costs for water, electricity, and even gas tends to climb as the temperatures rise.
It's going to be a long summer. Now it's a matter of, will I have enough money for rent?
According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, average electricity prices expected to rise about 2% from last year. And while the latest consumer price index showed energy costs decline 3.6% in May, prices are still too high for some Americans.
I think of the people who are going to have to make choices between paying their electricity bill, paying for food, paying for medicine or health care.
Here are 5 tips to keep utility bills down this summer. Number 1. Use your dishwasher instead of hand washing. While it does use electricity, it saves energy and water. The U.S. Department of Energy says that could save you thousands of gallons of water each year. Also, air dry the dishes to reduce your dishwasher's energy. Number 2, raise the thermostat and use a fan. Raising the temperature and using a fan can help you use less energy running your air conditioner. Number 3, switch to more efficient bulbs. LED bulbs use at least 75% less energy than incandescent lighting. Number 4, use cold water when you wash laundry. The Department of Energy says 90% of electricity used to wash a load goes towards heating the water. Number 5, check the air ducts. Holes, clogs, and leaks can lower your HVAC's efficiency.
That was Jen Sullivan reporting, and it is the first day of summer. Things are heating up. Stacey Lee is live tracking your first alert forecast.
Well, who needs AC when you have a splash pad? That's a great way to save some money, but you are going to need that AC this weekend. I'll tell you how hot it's going to get. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And still ahead, the city of Ellensburg is hoping to connect with the community over coffee. We're talking about that when KAPP Local News at 5 returns.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they helped us actually connect?
What would I give?
Introducing US Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always, Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello.
We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
US Cellular, built for us.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The City of Ellensburg's Coffee with City Council program is starting back up this summer, and the first event is coming up this weekend. Community members are invited to stop in at a local coffee shop and have an open conversation with a council member. They can ask questions, bring concerns, or just say hi. The event is geared towards building relationships with the community in a more informal setting than you'd find at official council meetings.
Not everyone wants to engage at a city council meeting behind a microphone. Sometimes it's about building those one-on-one relationships or being able to ask a question without the pressure of being on camera.
So the first Coffee with City Council event is coming up Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. at the D&M Coffee Shop downtown on Pearl Street. They have more events planned in July and August. We know many communities across the country struggled to find lifeguards last summer in order to open pools safely. In Cincinnati, a grandmother decided to help. 66-year-old Gail Rogers says she was a lifeguard as a teenager, and when she heard that her subdivision pool would have to close on certain days because they didn't have enough lifeguards, Rogers jumped right in.
I think it's great to be able to sit out here, enjoy the nice weather, not today maybe, but on other days, and it kind of keeps you in shape. You find out that you can do things that you weren't real sure you could do, like swim 300 yards. The other good thing is you learn CPR, you learn how to operate an AED, and for someone in their 60s, that's a really good thing to know.
Rogers says she's enjoyed getting to know the pool visitors, and she says the kids all listen when she has to remind them of the rules.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy first day of summer. So nice. We decided to come on down to Columbia Park and check out the Playground of Dreams. Absolutely gorgeous weather today. You couldn't ask for a better first day of summer. And again, this is also our longest day of the year. Our sun won't be setting till nearly 9 o'clock tonight. Now, starting tomorrow, we start losing daylight at about the rate of 2 minutes per day. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see all the fun. All the kids are having a great time here at the splash pad at the Playground of Dreams. I've seen those swings just full. In fact, they had a line for the swings. That's how fun it is today down here. The Columbia River looks absolutely beautiful. There's the slightest breeze and a perfect night to take your boat out on the river. Folks are out here barbecuing. There's birthday parties and people just having fun and enjoying this very first day of summer. Let's step outside and take a look at your current temperatures around the area. Again, as you can see, gorgeous, and our temperatures running anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees above where we were yesterday, just 24 hours ago. Now let's check our radar out. Again, for the most part, we have very clear conditions going into tomorrow. However, a few areas could see some scattered showers. High pressure will dominate. I call it our happy button, and that keeps us sunny and dry. Current wind speeds around the area, again, a little breezy. You'll see in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley, it might pick up a little more there later this afternoon, but at Columbia Park, Tri-Cities, winds are looking great this evening. So very, very nice night. Now tonight, let's take a look at our temperatures around the region. It's been on the cool side, and gradually we'll start to see those temperatures warm up. Most of us in the 40s and the 50s overnight tonight, so pretty pleasant down there. And again, a beautiful day tomorrow. We're looking for sunshine tomorrow, warmer conditions, everybody pretty much in the 80s tomorrow, so another gorgeous day ahead around the area. Let's look for the next 3 days, a little forecast for you for Walla Walla. Again, gorgeous weather, Walla Walla, beautiful, and you could see a stray shower in the blues on Friday afternoon, but overall sunshine, temperatures in the 80s. As we look into the Tri-Cities for the next 3 days, we'll be starting out in the 80s again, gradually moving into the 90s, and we'll stay there for a few days. And again, just beautiful sunshine weather. Yakima next 3 days looking nice there, and those temperatures will be staying in the mid to upper 80s. So again, get outside, enjoy this beautiful first day of summer. The Columbia Basin's beautiful. I'm sure that you're enjoying that now. Lots of sunshine, and again, those light breezy winds. Columbia River, all the parks are happening, and a splash pad, not a bad idea for this afternoon. I'll get to your full 7-day forecast coming up here in just a bit. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. It looks like you guys are having fun out there. Well, trending tonight, we are less than 24 hours from the NBA draft, and all eyes are on the #1 pick. That's likely to be this guy. Victor Wembanyama is 19 years old, over 7 feet tall. He's been playing with a French pro team. They're comparing the buzz around him to what we saw with LeBron James 20 years ago. The San Antonio Spurs are expected to snap him right up when they make their first-round pick tomorrow night. And Wembanyama says he's excited to hear that announcement.
You know, for me, San Antonio is synonym of winning. And it's when on lottery night, you know, when the Spurs got the #1 pick, I was just thinking I was feeling lucky that they got the pick as a franchise that has that culture and that experience in winning and in creating good players, you know.
You can watch the NBA draft tomorrow right here. We'll have a special edition of KAPP KVEW Local News for you at 4:30. Then more news after the draft. That'll be around 8 p.m. Now coming up next on KAPP KVEW Local News, would you try a piece of chicken from a steel vat in this room? We're talking about 2 companies now allowed to sell lab-grown meat. That's next.
Live with Kelly and Mark, weekday mornings at 9 on KAPP KVEW.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
When a client has been seriously hurt, they need a lot of help. We understand that. Their only job is to get better. Our job is to take care of the rest. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With Dream Ahead College Investment Plan, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it at 529.wa.gov.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, July 1st at 8 with a family bike ride. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1. And the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wildcard to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Tonight, the urgent search for the missing tourist submarine. Plus, from rare tornado strikes to heat indexes approaching 120 degrees, the evidence of rapid climate change. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back, and new tonight, chicken grown in a lab is now one step closer to your plate. The USDA just gave 2 companies approval to sell their products in restaurants and grocery stores. Officials had already determined that lab-grown chicken from Good Meat and Upside Foods is safe to eat. Now, those two companies have gotten the inspections they need to go on the market. So the protein is grown from chicken cells in giant vats. You were seeing them just a moment ago. Then it's processed into something that looks more familiar. While the two companies are planning to get their products into restaurants, this is still basically a novelty, and it is much more expensive than chicken grown on a farm. We'll have a final look at your local weather when we come back. And still ahead on World News Tonight, the search continues for a missing submersible that disappeared on a trip to see the remains of the Titanic. There are signs of hope, but the window of time for rescue is closing. World News Tonight is tracking that search, coming up at 5:30. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code, which is also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download, and there's no subscription fee to use it.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Find battery tools in the AK homeowner system starting at $199.99. Real Steel. Find yours.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs. That was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
So much of life happens at home, which is why your home should be a place of inspiration, designed around great floors you love. Spending time at home on Great Floors is something to celebrate. Great Floors is offering discounts on select top-quality Mohawk products. Save 10% on Revwood flooring. Revwood Flooring by Mohawk offers stress-free style so you can live life on floors you love. Plus, ask about your 12-month 0% in-house financing. Visit a Great Floors showroom for details and live life on Great Floors.
So Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Robe Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a 4th line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh. I guess we don't need a 4th line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Welcome back. We're taking a live look outside in Toppenish. You really could not ask for a much more perfect first day of summer. Hope you get the chance to get outside today. Enjoy the sunshine on this longest day of the year. I know one person who got outside is KAPP Stacy Lee out at Columbia Park. Stacy, you've been telling us we're about to see a big warm up.
Well, all I can tell you is if you're not outside, grab some sunscreen and your shades and get out and enjoy. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Again, nice warm weather heading to the 90s by the weekend, and we could even see temperatures close to 100 by the middle of next week. In Yakima, slightly cooler, but still nice and warm there as well. We'll see those 90-degree temperatures rolling in later in the midweek. So again, nice and hot. Enjoy the first day of summer. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Definitely get out there and enjoy that. World News Tonight with David Muir is next, and KAPP Local News is back tonight at 6. We're talking about the suspect in the Gorge shooting made his first appearance in court today. And we'll have that for you coming up tonight at 6. Of course, you can find all of the latest anytime on our website, yaktrinews.com.